I like to drop back there and do what I can do. So just trying to find an even balance. And Coach Brown said it earlier, we're not trying to change the passing game and then reinvent the wheel. We're just keeping the plays we like and incorporating some new stuff from some new minds and just kind of trying to good balance because running the football opens up a lot of things, play action, and make them bring more guys in the box that leaves one-on-ones. So I think we'll give some defense some trouble. So just finding ways we can use our personnel and to the best of our advantage.
There's been a lot of talk about NIL legislation lately. I'm just curious, from a player perspective, would there be any changes you'd make to the current NIL landscape? Something that maybe is better for the players?
Yeah, I think that's a great question. I think one of the best things, I think I heard it. I don't know who I heard it from the other day. Just I think kind of like the NFL creating a salary cap with NIL, that where each team and each league can spend the same amount of money on players, whether how much you're giving players, just even earning money company-wise. I think that's a different. That makes it tough question, but from the university itself, with the collectives, I think the teams with more money are going to get the better players. So just trying to find a way to even out that spread between all the ACC schools. But at the same time, you get in that argument of Clemson's got more, they raise more money and versus us or down there in Florida State, they got a lot down there, so that's kind of capping them. But at the same time, I think it even it out and kind of not make a lot of teams heavier than the other.
Would you be comfortable if all that money from all the collectives was public rather than private? If it was kind of like the money was out there, similar to like we know what NFL players make, would that be better for you guys or worse?
I don't know. I think that's a good question. I think it's a lot for college kids to have their public knowledge out there, especially if you're an 18-year-old, getting paid. It's a little different when you turn professional. But I don't know about public. But that's a good question. I think it'd be good for public knowledge to be within the team, just so everybody's honest and everybody knows what's going on. But public knowledge with in the entire world, I think it'd be weird going in class and a student beside you says, hey, you're making $50,000 a year. What's going on? So
what about legislation to protect you guys, like help you find better representation, like legitimate stuff? Do you think that's needed right now?
I think it's it's a big deal. Try to some people out there are taking advantage of college football players that may not have great people around them to make decisions. I think that's when the college football programs I think can step in, and I think North Carolina does a great job of kind of taking care of us and being smart with who we talk to and who we shake hands with. So just like I said, protecting us. I think protecting college football players. That's the main thing a college football player wants. Make smart decisions.
Talking about defense, anything you learned from that game, take away from that game to grow and improve as a player?
No, I think first off, take what defense gives me. I think I try to stretch the field some plays. I should have just checked it down and down there in the red zone. Just find ways I can hurt them, in the air and on the ground. I think the first drive I ran one in, and I think they were worried about me running a little bit. But they got great players, so I think the best thing for Clemson is before the snap, kind of study them up down there and study them up every look they got. But like I said, they threw some different stuff at us that we didn't see in the film. So they brought in some new personnel and they got great players. At the end of the day, they're going to have players make plays. You're not going to win every play, so just bouncing back from negative plays and going back after it.
You talked about games without Antoine Green last year, 3 games without Josh Downs.
Really?
Does that better equip you guys coming into this season having gone through that?
Oh yeah, I think some of my best friends from my roommates the first 2 years. Gavin and Kobe stepped up big. Bryson in my class, another guy, and guys like John and Kamari. I'm using tight ends more. I think that's sometimes when we played our best football. We weren't narrowing in on just trying to get Josh and Antoine touches. Like App State, we threw it around the yard, not having them out there, and we just played football. Went out there and played, and not worried about hey, if Josh one-on-one, throw him here, or if Antoine's got a one-on-one fade, try to look at him here. So it's like those are the games where it's like you just go out there playing football and not worrying about which guy do you get the ball and just taking what the defense gives you.
As a Charlotte kid, how cool is it to play here, especially in high school?